Hello everybody and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing another cooking tutorial because I haven't done one in quite a while and I'm really excited to do this one today. So I'm going to be making some cookies and they're going to be chocolate chip ones because when I was in the supermarket I found this and it's new out. It's by Nestle and it's condensed milk but it's in a squeezy bottle. And on the back it gives you a recipe to make cookies and they are crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. So I thought it'd be really fun if I showed you how to make them today. So the ingredients you're going to be needing is obviously this tube and you're going to need a whole tube and this tube is 170 grams. You're going to need 225 grams of caster sugar, 225 grams of unsalted softened butter. You'll need 350 grams of flour, and I've got it in 2 bowls because it wouldn't all fit in one. So that'll be everything you need. So gather up your ingredients and then we'll get started. Okay, so first of all you're going to want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius gas mark 4. I'm going to be using the lower part of my oven today, so I'm going to be using this part and you're just going to turn it on to 180 degrees. Apologies for the noise as my oven preheating up, but the next step is going to be to add your butter. I cannot get mine all out. Let me get a knife quickly. And you don't have to use a stand mixer. You can use a handheld whisk or an electric whisk. It's totally up to you. I'm just using my KitchenAid today because it's going to be a lot easier to use rather than a normal sort of handheld whisk. So yeah, so once you've got your butter in, the next thing you're going to want to add is your sugar. And then you're going to want to add your condensed milk, which is your squeezy tube. So it's got a little silver tab on it. Just peel that right off and you're just going to squeeze it all in there. And it does look like the colour of milk and it is quite runny as well. So just squeezing that all in there. Try and get as much of it in as you can. It kind of reminds me like a toothpaste bottle. Okay, so I think I've got as much as I could in. And then the next step is going to beat it until it is pale and fluffy. So I'm going to want to turn on my mixer and then put the mixer down and start beating it. And I'd suggest to put it on a lower setting first so it doesn't fly everywhere. Okay, so that's sort of what you're going to want it to look like. And next we're going to add in our flour. Also, I forgot to say you're going to need milk chocolate chips and you're going to need 100 grams of them. So sorry about that, I forgot. So you're also going to need them. But for now we're just going to add the flour in and you're going to add it a bit of a time, whisk it round. Once it's all gone, add some more and again until it's all mixed in. So I'm going to start that now. So I'm just going to put a little bit in, not too much because you don't want it flying everywhere. And then just start mixing on a low speed. And it should start to form a dough ball as you get closer and closer to getting rid of all your flour. should look like when it's all mixed in. So you should have a thick dough ball starting to form. And now it's time to add in our chocolate chips. So you do need 100 grams. I've got a bit less than that because that's all I've got left. But you can put as many or as little in as you want. It depends kind of how chocolatey you want your cookies. I wouldn't suggest going any more than 150 grams because they might get a bit too over chocolatey, but it's totally up to you. So the recommended on here is 100. And all you're going to do is just chuck them all in and mix it around till they're all in. And then we're ready to make them into little dough balls. So just pour them all in. And then just put your mixer on a low speed. Okay, so this is how your ball of dough should look. Once you take it out of the bowl, it should be all nicely combined. And now it says to split it up into walnut size shapes. And if you don't know what that is, that's only like sort of a little tiny ball, nothing huge. And then place them with good gaps between on your tray. And I'll go do that now and I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. Okay, so this is kind of roughly the size you want to make your cookies. As you can see, they're very tiny. It's because they spread a lot, and make sure you do leave enough space. I've made 3 trays so far. There's 1, 2, the third one's just there. And I've still got leftover cookie dough because this does make around 30 cookies. So if you don't have enough trays or space in the oven, just do them in batches like I'm going to do. That's perfectly fine, it doesn't matter at all. So once you've got all your cookies ready, they're going to go in the oven and they are going to go and bake for 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to put it on for 14 minutes on my timer, so I'll just move you guys back so you can see the oven and what I'm doing. So my oven has a timer here. If you don't have a timer, you can just set it on your phone or an egg timer or anything like that. And you're going to put 14 minutes, and I'm going to do that after I've put them in because the timer starts straight away. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of them in down at the bottom here. So I'll just leave you guys there a minute. Now I'm just setting the timer, and there we go. So as you can see there, I'll just zoom in a bit for you. The timer is now counting down, and I'll come back to you once the timer's gone off and I've got all the cookies out, and then I'll put my next batch in, but I'll just show you the first ones and I'll show you what they look like when they're finished. Okay, so I've just got them out the oven, and on the packet it said leave around 5 minutes to cool, because when they come out the oven they're like really floppy and gooey, but once you leave them to cool they go nice and crispy and they taste amazing. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you make some of these too because they are so good. I really recommend them. This made 41 cookies. Which is amazing. They're really good for parties, I think, so you can make loads of cookies. And also comment down below what else you'd like to see me make, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!